Sit down. I'm Stacy. I'm going to take you through on physics during my 1 year stay here. But first of all, I want to know your name one after the other. Hello, what's your name? Sorry? Okay. You? Okay.
I'm Joy.
Hello. You? Hello.
Hello. Excuse me, please.
Yeah, good morning. Excuse me, class.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Please, we want you to direct me to the principal's office.
Okay.
I met the security man at the gate. He tried his best, but I could not understand his now.
That's a pretty man. I had some problem with him in charge when I was coming. Okay, you just walk down straight.
Straight?
That's the end.
Alright.
The first one by right. There's no by the side. That's the principal office.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
By the way, I'm Albert.
Okay, I'm Stacy.
Is this your class?
This is where I teach.
Okay, I hope we'll meet again.
This is where I teach.
Okay, I want to run down and hand over my posting now.
Alright.
You can have it.
So,
I wake up, I see you as you leave. I feel it, I see it as you leave. When we kiss, I want deep for your far away.
Thank you.
Can't just imagine. I wish I could just turn back the hands of time. So funny. Just a month now and we'll be done with NYC. Can't imagine that.
I can imagine it.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
And please don't answer back with a question. Stacy, do you love me? Do you really love me?
You're so funny. If I don't love you, what should I be doing in your arms by this time of this evening?
I told you. Does that mean yes?
Yes! I love you.
That's lovely, baby. That's lovely.
Wait. I reverse the question back to you. you love me?
Yes. Y-E-S.
Oh my God. Oh God.
So, honey, how is the building project going?
It's going on. It's just that we are short of funds for now. Though the contractor is trying his best to make sure we meet the deadline.
What about the check from Mr. Babatunde?
That's the problem. It's not yet cleared. We're having issues with clearance.
And he's not back.
That's the problem. Unless he's back from his trip. We don't know. But anyhow, it's moving on.
Yes, it's why God will always make provision.
I believe that.
He has always done, and I'm sure he won't fail in this particular
Yeah, I believe
Daddy.
that. I believe that.
Meet my friend. We serve together. His name is Albert Berume.
Welcome, young man.
Welcome, Albert.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
How was the service here?
Oh, bless God.
You're welcome.
Albert,
Sit down.
my parents, Reverend and Dr. Mrs. Oyabugbe of Resurrected King Ministry. You should know them, I told you now. You might not watch them during the TV and radio shows.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how about your parents?
Yeah, fine, sir.
Where are you from?
Golorogo, sir.
Golorogo. Hi! People go to school, you want to make everything educated. Golorogo. Is that not from Ugeli North?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's true.
I think we've had some
Yes,
crusades
you
there.
have crusade there sometime. Alright.
What do your parents do?
My parents, God has been helping them anyway. They are not that educated. By God's own grace, they've been managing a small firm. Yes. I don't need
Small farm.
to. Yes, sir.
That's interesting.
They are not educated, but they must have real value for education. So I've sent you to school.
Yes.
That's nice. That's nice. I
Thank
hope you appreciate them.
I will.
Because they must have gone far to bring you to this level. That's nice.
Tell me, are they Christians?
Yes, sir. They are Christians.
What church do they fellowship with?
They don't have a particular church.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So that means they don't hold any office in any church?
No, sir. They don't.
That's right.
Any church comes, they go with. That's interesting. How about you? Are you a Christian?
Yes, sir. I'm a Christian.
And how do you know you're a Christian?
I go to church, sir.
No, that's not good enough. You know the devil goes to church nowadays.
Exactly.
You know that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
I mean, are you born again?
I am, sir.
How do you know you are born again?
Sir, I go to church.
I still tell you that is not enough reason. Your name?
How about, sir?
No, I mean the other one. Your son name?
Okay, Iberume, sir.
Berume?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Son, do you know the meaning of that name?
Not deeply, sir.
Not deeply. Okay.
And you say you're born again.
Yes, ma'am.
Being born again, what do you mean? How do you, like my husband asked you a while ago, how do you mean you are born again?
Ma, I go to church.
But that's not enough, my son. Being born again requires more than just going to church. It's an experience. You mean you've not had an encounter with the Lord Jesus Christ that you can tell? You should know when you got born again. You are born again. When were you born again?
Anyhow, I'll give you an assignment. And you will go back to the village, meet with either of your parents, tell them to tell you the deep meaning of that your son name.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
I will.
Daddy, what is so important about the name?
So,
A lot, my dear.
see you
A
next
lot.
time. Thank you, my dear.
Stacy,
Yes, mommy.
how can you be asking that question? That what's so important about the name?
But Daddy, why that question?
That name, my dear, is an idol worship deity's name.
No, God forbid.
What do you mean, God forbid?
Albert is a Christian, he's not an idol worshipper.
Listen to her.
Mommy.
Stacy, what your father is doing is for your future. Our desire for you is to get married to a young Christian minister, not an idol worshipper.
And that man does not even know anything about Christ.
Daddy, but he's a Christian.
How do you know? You heard all he said just now. He doesn't know anything about Christ. Is that the kind of son name you want to answer to as a missus?
God forbid.
Mommy,
It won't happen.
Daddy, I'm not getting married to the surname. I'm getting married to Albert.
That's-
not the
That
surname.
name.
The idol work.
Okay, what if that man, what if that guy had approached you and said his name was Judas Iscariot, Demas, or any of such names in the scriptures that would label? Would you accept him? Would you even listen to what he has to say to you? Tell me.
Yeah, I love Albert. I want to marry him. I love him.
Listen to your daughter.
Love,
Yes, mommy.
you've been with this man for 1 year throughout your youth service, and you didn't even know whether he was born. Yes, coming.
Mommy, are you here?
I am Stacy. Welcome.
Mommy. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, no problem. I hope it's not about Albert again, because your dad's mind is made up on that young man.
Mommy, you have to let me out.
I've been watching you since morning. I've been watching your reaction. And look at your eyes. It's like you've even been crying. Your dad's mind is made up. Your dad knows that family too well. They are idol worshippers.
Mom! Mom, I'm carrying his baby.
What?
Yes.
Jesus.
Mom, I'm pregnant for him.
How could you, Stacy? How could you stoop so low? Gosh. What happened to everything we taught you, my daughter? Just 1 year of service and you got yourself pregnant by an idol worshipper?
Mommy, you have to let me
Hey!
tell Daddy.
Jesus.
Mommy, please.
It's terrible.
Mommy.
Stacy, you are a disappointment. You have failed us. Your father's name is at stake here. The reputation of this family is at stake, Stacy. Hush. Pregnant. Your father is in the study room. Let me see if I can talk to him. You stay right here.
Let me go and talk to him. Don't expect a pat on the back.
Mommy. Oh. God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
What? Stacy!
Okay, welcome back to the program Decision. We're still discussing a new episode titled Unequally Yoked. Mrs. Justin, I want us to put a spotlight on Stacy, the girl in question. What do you think of Stacy? You know, there's someone out there right now who probably is in a situation like this, a young lady. What do you think? What's your view about Stacy? What does she miss?
I have discovered that a lot of young girls either they are not properly informed before they take certain decisions and they make stupid mistakes, or they have just decided to go ahead and do what they want to not right. For Stacy, she was going out with this boy. Even if you are not born again, the Bible still tells us, and society even still has it, we have to have respect for the values of our parents. There are a lot of things that you will not like to do, not because you think they are wrong, but just to give honor to your parents. You have to make some certain decisions. It's not everybody that is born again. There are morally upright people that are not born again. Not to talk of those who came from a family where the word of God has been taught to you. So we must look back before we make our decisions as how it is going to affect those around us. A lot of us go into things selfishly, and it is very common with young girls. They see a guy without thinking of their families and the consequences of their actions. They just sleep with guys. You know, a guy promises to marry you or something like that, the guy has married you. Along the line, any guy can say, I don't want you again.
Yes.
And it is the girl that always carries the brunt of these actions, because she is the one that has to stay with the pregnancy for 9 months. And if that boy does not marry her, what happens to her? She becomes a single parent. She becomes a problem to herself and a problem to her family, and maybe a problem to the society, because she will become a bitter young woman trying to pay back other men for things that, you know, decisions she took foolishly and all that. So I think that young girls like Stacy, who have made this mistake, we are not condemning, we are not saying that it is over. But learn that at this point, go with your parents. Give that honor to your parents. Come to a reasonable agreement with your parents and see how these things can be resolved. This is not the time to say, Mommy, you have to understand I'm pregnant and you have to do what I want. We must, if I was Stacy or anybody in that situation, still apologize to your parents and see how we can come to a common ground to settle this issue.
Alright, that's good for everybody. What do you think?
I think some of the parents are very important above all settle with God.
Yes.
She did not see herself as she was falling into sin. But she fell and she was walking in sin. She was not living in sin. First and foremost, settle with God. God, I have disappointed you. Christ died for me. I've messed up that salvation. I've thrown it on the altar of self. Lost. She was settled. And when she has that confidence, God has forgiven her. And God will take up the remaining one. But if she goes to the parents and she's
trying to claim rights,
right, and she's not settled with God, God is merciful. But let's not take His mercy for granted.
Okay, I want to go to Albert now. Albert has a baby on the way. And yet the father is saying, you can't marry my daughter. As a matter of fact, in drama, the mother was saying that your father's mind is already made up. So what do you think this young man should do? Fight for love? Or, just decide, should he wait for the girl's decision or fight for love? Reverend Bureau, what do you think?
Well, how about two? It's like they move the rope from the leg of the goat and put it in the hand of the goat. The goat is not free. How about two has its own forms? It goes to church and all that spiritual background, born again or not born again or whatever it is. As it is now, Albert has to wait. The choice is not Albert, it's Stacy. Let Stacy clear herself, settle it. Whatever decision they come up with. What will you do? We'll go to court to go and see the parents of Stacy. Not you, Stacy. Or what? Or go to spiritual court to say, God, look at my baby, I don't know.
Mrs. Justina.
I always tell people, a broken engagement is better than a divorce. If you can't continue on the wrong road and expect to reach the right destination, it's not possible. There's a point at which you must make a U-turn. U-turns are never easy turns. So Stacy has to make up her mind. Now that she has the understanding, we are assuming, of the implications of being unequally yoked with an unbeliever, is she ready to go ahead? Or is she ready to have her baby and start her life afresh? Because marriage is a day, the wedding ceremony is a day, but the married life is a lifelong experience. If they have fundamental differences from the onset, those things are going to be tripping points for them all of their married lives. And if care is not taken, that unequal yoking will come to a point where you have to separate ways. So is she ready to take the pain now? Or is Albert ready to say, okay, I will give my life to Christ, let us be on the same level so we can fight the battle together? Or Albert says, I don't care, you met me like this, we'll have to continue like this. So you see, it depends on two of them now. And you see, the parents of Stacy cannot say because of name, the child, now it is more complicated than just a relationship. There's a child involved. So the parents of Stacy as Christians have to also pray through, have to be convinced, and have to bring their daughter to a point of where she can take a decision. Because if you pull out from the daughter at this point, there's going to be problems. So this is the time to work as a team, as a family, put everything on the altar of God, and just like Reverend said, God will make ways, make the crooked path to be straight in such a way that we can come to a final conclusion that will be palatable for them.
But you could add that the parents also, Stacy's parents, may have missed the point that the failure of their daughter is also their failure. Yeah. Oh, disappointment. Oh, fine. What have you done? Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. In view of the science, everything, new discovery, other things, freedom, unchecked or whatever, then what did the parents think of it? That's why I can't so Stacy.
Some parents
If you do that, of course you do that. Of course the people are living as ministers to tell you, so you don't have to do this, you throw her away. Sorry, throw the son away. But what were they doing? Now, God asked Adam, what are you? Say, God, I'm here. What happened? God, don't blame you like what you gave to me. That's what he was saying. He was saying the truth. But I forgot that they have filled his responsibility. Shakespeare says that men are so enough of their faith before they know where it stands. So this man, the parents have also failed. They should sit down and say, where did we miss it? We assume that our daughter was born again. Whether our daughter was reasonable, whether she was of age, our daughter has turned to be nothing. They should sit back and say, God, where do we go from here? It is to tango. The failure of Stacy is also the failure of the parents.
Alright, the failure of Stacy is the failure of the parents. Looking back to failure, there's something I noticed. She brought the young man to the parents' house after 1 year. I see a communication gap here, and I think for me, in my own research, let's start with Nigerian parents. I feel that most Nigerian parents has an issue with communication. You know, I for one, there was a time when I was much more younger when I couldn't tell my mom some stuff. Why? Because even just that little thing I would do, she would just blow up and say, oh, if I tell you something that's as big as it, what will you do? So for me not to get that embarrassment, for me not to get something that would make me feel bad about myself, and I just keep to myself. So what do you think parents, what are the steps? How do you think parents should communicate? Mrs. Justina, how do you think parents should communicate?
I think it's an African problem. We're brought up in such a way that there's a generational gap always. When you're talking to an elder, you have to bend your head, you have to do, And we are now in an era where those things are no longer working. Not because they are not good, but the world has become too complicated for this kind of things. Now, a parent must leave the communication channel open.
Not just opening them, because you take a step further. Let your children be your friend. I thank God for my children. If you come to my home, we are friends. No, but let them feel very free. We've told our children, your friends must come and stay. Let them come. We want to be your friends. Whether boy or girl, let them come. They will come, they will pass 2 days with us. We know, so because we know where you are going to. Please let your children be your friends. Let them tell you their foolishness, their wisdom. You want to put them right. Otherwise, it's such a time. 6-9.
The advice you don't give to them, you will get from their parents.
Of course.
And their parents don't have the experience that you have.
Yes.
But there was a sister who, the son, what does it mean to ask some questions? And the mother said, okay, no, you are close. Okay, so the son's okay, mom's okay, I know where I go to time. The mother said, let me tell you. Because what I tell them is unguided. So
that guy is also saying that
the mother was out of there.
you just
open up.
Yes.
That's all he did. Oh my God, God bless us.
So parents, you've heard, communicate with your children. Have a bond with them, not just see them as this mother-child thing. Communicate with them. Be able to, create a platform where they can discuss their weakness with you and try to show them love. Love is powerful. I think that we have not been able to see the highest power of love. Love is powerful. Love can do so many things. I think a lot of times we parents, we don't show our children enough love to get their attention. So show them love. And also for Stacy, if you are out there today and you found yourself in the same situation as Stacy, God has not given up on you yet. Just go and recreate the relationship with God. Open up to God and tell God, Father, I'm sorry. Our Father is an epitome of love and He's able to erase your past. So you just go and embrace God and God will change your life for the better. Next time on this program we'll discuss other issues about life. For now, I will have to say bye. But before we close the curtain, I want to thank Reverend Oyabugbe and also Mrs. Agosa. You people are wonderful. I'd like to have you on my program next time. I really appreciate your presence today.
Thank you
very much. Bye.